All right, welcome back to the day 2, working on the blaster. She runs, so that's the good thing. Sucks that I was able to run her at night, so soon I'll get a day video real quick. I need to go over everything. I'm gonna take the tank off. What I was doing right now is the TORS delete. My blaster has this, so with the TORS delete, it's this right here. This runs all the way down, plugs into this, runs around, comes up to here, into this. So this is the CDI, this is the TORS. It manages throttle override system. In case it ever gets wild on you, it starts to run away. So the goal is, there's a huge box up here that I need to get rid of. So I need to order a TORS delete kit, which comes with the cap, comes with I think, if I'm not mistaken, a few other things like an idle screw I gotta drill out on the other side so I have something to adjust it. And I've debated probably just putting a K-Hint carburetor. I like how those work. Can't really say too much. Let's start taking this thing apart. So on there, this is what I was talking about. This piece, this is, so since we're not using that, we're removing it. This, I'm assuming that's what they tried to do earlier, and that's why these wires are cut. So I think this is a jumper, or they just straight cut them. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. I'll clean these up. So there's that. So next, what I'm doing here, there's a little microchip under here that controls the TORS. 3 bolts off. Sometimes these can be a little tight. Nice. Wipe this down a little bit. This looks fairly new. Big plus. That's good. This is the problem. Most people just cut it off right here. I think I'm gonna try to remove this, because I don't want nothing getting into here either. I know it. The right stuff. That's what we need for that. Nice. So the reason I'd like to leave this is for the purpose that nothing else gets in here. So now that this is out, I'm going to trim these wires. Put the little rubber grommet back. Filled it up with the right stuff. What I mean by the right stuff. So that's good. Let me clean this out. For anybody wondering what this screw does on the outside, this is a throttle stop screw. So it screws out to here, so when you push this, it prevents you from going full throttle. It's more of a safety feature for younger people, for the younger guys. So if you got little kids, little speed demons that you want to keep hold of, this is how you do it. Don't tell them how, just quietly and screw it in. They won't know the difference. They'll just think they're full throttle when they're really not. Safety tip for the kids. All right, so Now that we got the TORS and everything deleted out of here, put back together, next I took this off, cleaned this off, sanded these contact points out, and what I did as well, I changed the screw because they were kind of rusted, so before they broke or kind of corroded this, I put new ones in, put a little WD-40 to kind of maintain it, and then I put dielectric grease on the contact point. So for the coil, right here where the little pin goes, put a little bit of that, and same I put on the spark plug, just keeps moisture out. Next, what I was working on is this. This goes right here, and there's a little, there it is, the ground for it. I hope you guys can see it. So I like to sand it down a little bit before I reinstall it. So I got new bolts, and I'm putting the grounding wire back in the bracket exactly where it was. Alright, that's settled, disconnected, this is clean. Love how it's starting to look. Let me wipe this down real quick. Just finished all the plastics with the heat gun. Everything as good as could be. She's starting to turn out pretty nice. Plastics definitely came back to life. I can't wait to put a little bit of shine to them. Got the TORS delete with the block off. You just put a little bit of the right stuff sealant there. Oiled up all the lines. Oiled the line down through this one, throttle cable in here, took advantage of that. Took this, cleaned up everything under here. So we put a proper ground, we just cleaned it up, put it down, that's where it was. We removed the other box that was for the TORS that was here. We kind of taped up what was exposed into the harness, and then followed the original bracket, which kind of that way doesn't move. Air filter, most definitely. Look at this, like it falls apart. Doing right now, cutting threads. Do you even tap, bro? New cap from the TORS delete kit I ordered. Don't forget there's a new rubber grommet that goes under the cap. That's to prevent air leaks. And then there's an adjustment as well for the throttle cable at the top of the cap. And then there's another one to finish it off at the thumb throttle. So you make sure that the cap is screwed all the way out. And now we're gonna add 650 milliliters of some Yamalube 1040. All right, here we go. Put everything back together. I got a new air filter for her. Did the famous TORS delete the correct way. Had a whole bunch of wires hanging out. So this is gonna be a complete cold start from the last time I turned it on. It's got good oil this time, the Yamalube. Before I was using something else just to flush it. Did the idle screw. Had to drill and tap this. New cap. So very excited to see how this runs. It should be very crispy compared to what it was before. This is what we removed from the top. Big old block. So with no further ado, let's see what we got. It's already on plant. And pull the choke now that she's correct. Okay. Okay, you got something. Half choke. She doesn't want. Okay. See, it's just now that I have the, like I have to retune the adjustment because it has a different cap on it now compared to what it was. See? Got her running. Turn the camera off real quick just so I could concentrate. So everything's good. What I did was I just took my time to kind of slightly adjust everything. Right now I still got a fine tuner, but for the most part she's starting off pretty good. I'm gonna do a ride for you guys now that I have her all TORS delete, new cap, everything's cleaned up, wires are clean. The grounds are redone. So she rides good. My wife's happy. She got to do a couple laps around it, around the house, and she feels strong, you know, noisy just like all these two strokes. Till next time, guys, like and subscribe.